you make it. Whatever you got, don't waste it. Live, live, live. You can make it.
Hi, I'm Sweet Tea and welcome to This is Momo. Hi Momo.
Hi,
how are you
Sweetie.
doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Back in the 80s, you joined a band, Chosen Few. What was it like?
For me, it was a dream come true. After knocking around all these years, traveling abroad and doing my own thing. And when I came back to the UK, a friend came and says, there's a band, a group, the Chosen Few, who's looking for a new member. And I think you're just the person. You know, that was a dream come true for me. And being with the Chosen Few took me into a different experience. When we did shows, the crowd was just fantastic. Especially when, you know, they respond to every single song that you sang. And that was something else. For me, that was new because I'd never experienced being on stage before in that way, where the audience actually knew the songs. You were actually performing and they were able to sing along with you.
Yes.
For me, that was what they call a change in my life.
Especially, you're a big girl now.
Especially you're a big girl now.
That
You know,
was a tune.
yes,
Still
because,
is.
you know, I was not on the original Chosen Few, You're a Big Girl Now, because I joined the group much later. But being able to sing that song with the guys on stage
Yes.
and be a part of that group was just out of this world.
Yes.
I would do it again if it ever came around.
So Mo, after 10 years, you had a career move. Was it to be a house husband?
Oh no, oh no, absolutely not. After 10 years with the Chosen Few, 10 beautiful, wonderful years, I wanted something new. So I decided to go into television. And television for me was great satisfaction also. You might wonder, why did I come from being a singer, musician to be into television? Well, that was because I felt that black people in the UK needed something. We weren't being represented well on television, so we started a TV station, a community TV station called BVTV. It was on cable. You know, we got a license, and the first company that we joined to broadcast was a company called Videotron, and they were actually based in the south of London, which was Lewisham. And I can remember the first interview we went to with Videotron. They said to us they were planning a multicultural channel, and they needed a black company to represent the black people in the country. And you know, of course, we were about, even when I was a Chosen Few, we were about doing production stuff. You know, recording concerts and stuff like this. So, you know, even though I spent 10 years with Chosen Few, I was still doing productions because, you know, I spent some time in Italy before I joined the Chosen Few, and I had my broadcasting studies there in Italy. So, you know, I was sort of up on television and so on. So I took the jump to it, and we decided to do it, and we started off doing a Saturday and Sunday. Okay. It was only 1 hour per day. Right. 1 hour on a Saturday and 1 on a Sunday.
1 hour.
Yes, and to our surprise, that 1 hour, that 2 hours per week worked. Yeah. And from then on, the people wanted more. Videotron decided to give us some more hours, and we just kept on. It wasn't easy, it was hard work, but you know, we knew that the people wanted something.
Yes, our community does need a station like that. However, you are back in the music business.
Yes, I'm back in the music business. And you know, after I've been out of the music business for, it was over 20 years. Let me tell you how I managed to come back into it.
Okay.
One afternoon, I was with my producer, Linda Lewis. And he said to me, can you pick up Count Prince Miller at the station? I said, okay, no problem. Picked him up, brought him back to the studio. And while Count was in the booth singing,
Okay.
Claudette said to me, you see, you should still be doing it. Look, Prince is doing it, you should still be doing it. Now, she's asked me this before, and I've always said, no, I didn't want to. For what reason, I don't know. But at the times, I didn't feel like I wanted to sing again.
Okay.
But I don't know, maybe it was because it was near to Christmas. And
Yes.
I thought about it. I went away from the studio and I said to her, you know what, maybe you're right. So I called Lindell and I said, Lindell, I'm coming back. He says, coming back where? He thought I was saying coming back to the studio.
Okay.
I says, no, I'm coming back, I'm going to sing again. And I know the track to do because it's coming up to Christmas.
Uh-huh.
So I told him I wanted to do Driving Home for Christmas.
Yes.
Because that was a song that over the years, every Christmas, I hear this song.
Yes.
And I remember the very first time I heard it, I thought, wow, this is a nice song. And being a reggae singer, or a singer that sings reggae, I could hear that reggae drop already in it. And I thought, that's it. I'm going to do that. And Lyndall agreed, and we did it, got it out just in time for Christmas. Driving Home for Christmas. So that is how I managed to come back into the music business. And then after that, you know, as you know, Sweet Tea, I followed that one up with Me and Mrs. Jones.
Oh, yes.
Why did I do Me and Mrs. Jones? Because I remembered back in the 70s, this was obviously before I joined Chosen Few. I was in a nightclub, I was in Italy. I was in a nightclub and I heard the song. I thought, wow, what a beautiful song. And that song had stayed with me for many, many years. So I thought, all right, this is a great song. It's a challenge. I wanted a challenge. And I thought, I'm going to do a reggae version of it.
The Blessed Are the Peacemakers. How did that become?
Blessed Are the Peacemakers, a great song, written by Osmond Collins. He's a reggae gospel singer. And some friends of mine in Luton was having a concert, a gospel concert. And because they knew I was a singer, they said to me, Momo, we would like to have you on our gospel show. And I says, gospel? And he says, no, I don't do gospel. And I says, yeah, but you know, we would like you on the show. Can't you just learn 2 gospel songs? And I remember Jetstar had sent me an album when we were doing BVTV.
Yes.
And I remember that album, how much I liked it. I found it and I learned 2 of the songs from it. And one of them was Blessed Are the Peacemakers. So I took it to my producer and we decided to change it around a little bit. And instead of it being a total, just related to the church, we made it into a peacemakers,
Right.
a peacemakers song.
Yes.
Which, you know, photographs and footage of Nelson Mandela and Martin Luther King and so forth is on it, you know. And again, it wasn't really something that was supposed to have been a record. It was only supposed to have been just a backing track for the show, just a gospel show. But when people heard it, they said, you should release that. So we decided to go back into the studio and make a proper recording of it.
But even the beat is totally different to Osmond Collins as well.
Yeah, that's right.
Totally,
That's right.
Totally. It's a beautiful track.
That's right.
Bless you for making it.
Thank you very much. And I also have to thank my producer, Linda Lewis, because, you know, without him and his knowledge of music, his ability, the tracks wouldn't turn out that way. So He's my right hand.
God gift.
Yeah, God gift.
From the EP, Blessed Are the Peacemakers, you have a new album. This is Momo. It's very uplifting. Tell us about it.
The album, This is Momo, yes. And firstly, thank you for those nice words, very uplifting. Some of the songs on the album was written by myself and colleagues. We decided to try to do something a little bit different from what's been out before.
Yes.
For instance, there is a track on there called Life.
Yes.
Life is what you make it, whatever you got, don't waste it.
True.
Now, that song was written by Christine Lewin, myself, and a fellow by the name of Francois Coffey back in the 80s.
Okay.
And we decided that we're going to do a version of it, bring it back, change it up a little bit from how we originally did it, and to suit what's going on today. And we're quite pleased with the way it turns out. And we hope that when the public hears it for the first time, they will feel what we're feeling. There's other tracks like Feeling So Good. That's the very first track, track 1. Written by myself and Tony Green, who is the guitarist on all of the tracks. He plays on every single song except one, Driving Home for Christmas. From Blessed Are the Peacemakers, me and Mrs. Jones, Driving Home for Christmas, it was easy for me to make that decision that an album would be the next bet to take my career, my new career, by myself, without my colleagues, the chosen few and so on, to see if, at my age, I can move forward.
Yeah.
Because, it's never easy when you reach a certain age, because you're competing against a lot of people younger than you. No, sweetie, I have to be honest with myself, I'm no spring chicken.
But you've got your own audience.
Yes, I have my own audience. And my audience, are they the download audience? Because this music business is now, it's all about downloading.
Yeah.
But because I love music so much, I've decided that if I can make some people happy and satisfy myself as well, why not?
You have.
I want to tell you about one particular track that we did, and we actually went to Jamaica. And we done a video of this particular track using a Jamaican couple doing a starring role in the video. And this track is called Now and Forever. The luxuries of life, never a time for doubts. We had a way of life. You were the queen, I was the king. Two hearts ruled as one. Now they say they've lost their crown. Today the sun sits above the blue skies. A cloud appears, forming a reflection of you. You were my life, I was your man. Two people in love. Now they say the love has gone. Now and forever, let's stay together. Two hearts in sync as one. Now and forever, trusting each other together.
Some may say good things don't last. Can't let go, won't let go. This feeling deep in my soul. You were the queen, I was a king. Two hearts ruled as one. Now they say they've lost their crown. Now and forever, let's stay together. Two hearts in sync as one. Now and forever, trusting each other together as one. Now and forever, let's stay together. Two hearts in sync as one. Now and forever, trusting each other together as one. Baby, come home. I want you back. Today the sun sits above the blue skies. A cloud appears, forming a reflection of you. You were my life, I was your man. Two people in love. Now they say the love is gone. Now and forever, let's stay together. Two hearts in sync as one. Now and forever, trusting each other together as one. Now and forever, let's stay together. Two hearts in sync as one. Now and forever, trusting each other together as one. Baby, come home. Let's stay together. Two hearts in sync as one. I want you, baby. Now and forever, trusting each other together as one. Can't eat, can't sleep, can't live without one. Now and forever, trusting each other together as one. Here we are in a crowded place. That look on your face tells me it's time to leave.
The album is beautiful, it's uplifting, and it's a must. Momo, I wish you all the best in the album.
Thank you, sweetie.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Momo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Life is what you make it. Whatever you got, don't waste it. Live, live, live. You can make it. This life is far too short